saw a book review today that pissed me off so much. I'm gonna hop on my little soapbox for a second. I'm just gonna pull that sucker out. Make sure that you do follow so that you can see me again for more soapboxes. But the review basically said that they would have given the book 5 stars, except the author is not someone who suffers from mental health problems. The author is not a part of that community. Not that mental health issues were misrepresented in the book. Not that it was an unrealistic portrayal, that it was offensive, anything like that. Just that this author was not a part of that community. And that is so dehumanizing. This review, this reader wanted this author, demanded that this author give their mental health standing in order to consider them worthy of having written this good book. Like they needed a letter from a therapist. Like they had a right to that part of the author's life story. And it is very difficult with artists. We do often try to cross a line because we want own voices stories. We want that. We want to amplify those voices. And reading books and enjoying works by leaders in marginalized communities is so awesome. But when you look at communities that people have to self-identify to be a part of, that you are asking someone to hand you information about their life, you need to ask yourself if you have a right to that information on that artist, especially in a world today where it's not always safe to identify as a member of the queer community, as trans, as someone who has had mental health issues. That's not necessarily a safe identification. And demanding that of artists is treating them like trained monkeys who have no right to privacy. And yes, it does pull up the bigger argument of we need to have people who have lived these stories, who have expressed these stories. And yes, that is a major argument. But if you could not ask for that information in a job interview, you really need to ask yourself if you have any right to ask that about an artist whose work you're enjoying. I'm guaranteeing you the answer is probably no. They are not just there for you to examine, scrutinize their lives, and maybe they want that. But if they're not ready to tell you part of their life story, you have no right to demand it.